Lady Gaga is back with a brand new single called Disease. I will not pretend to know really anything about Lady Gaga at all. I have obviously heard her biggest songs, like she's such a global, huge superstar, whatever, that I've heard Bad Romance and I've heard Poker Face, even though I am ashamed to admit that I only figured out that On the Edge of Glory was her, like, this week. And I've known that song since it came out. I did not realize it was her. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that I am not like this devoted Lady Gaga fan, but I have always had quite a lot of respect for her. I think she's a marketing genius. Everything from the meat dress to allowing rumours that she was a man to like self-perpetuate and whatever else it is. I don't know, she always seems to find a way to keep herself relevant and interesting. I think as pop music goes, most of the stuff she makes is pretty good. I don't know, I don't have a bad thing to say about Lady Gaga. In fact, I did just see Joker 2 not that long ago, and I know this is a massively played out thing to crap all over that film, but that film was utter trash, and she is absolutely not the problem with it. She's actually quite a good actress. I know it's not quite the same sort of level of infamy, but she was in Machete 2 a long time ago, and even then I was like, you know what, she's kind of good for this kind of stuff. And wasn't she in that film with Bradley Cooper as well? Was it Star is Born, which I've also not seen? My point being, I respect and quite like Lady Gaga, but I've never really gone out of my way to listen to her. So I thought with a new video called Disease, which has got like 8 million views in a few days, which is crazy, she is still massively on top of this industry, which is interesting to see. And then she actually did that song with Bruno Mars comparatively recently. The was it Die With a Smile? I recorded a full reaction to that video, and then something got gummed up with the way I was recording it. I can't remember now. I had a technical issue, so I never ended up releasing that. But I actually did quite like that song at the time. I like her voice, I like her attitude, and I liked during that video she's just chain smoking the whole way through, which made me laugh. So yeah, I thought why not have a check out of Disease. Also, I'm assuming at this point in her career, she's got enough money and budget to just do whatever she likes. She can just envision something and it will happen. Okay. Ooh. Like the nails. I was not expecting that. I don't know why. This song is like already kind of like less poppy than I was expecting. Like I know it's kind of got those poppy instruments in there, but it's a bizarre beat. I don't know. I like it. Okay. That's a great shot. This is all. I already like the visual direction. Just even her performing with her head like on the bonnet like that, she's doing a very good job of like conveying that she's like just been hit by a car, I assume. Some Star Wars shit there. The whole thing has got like a slightly discordant, like chromatic feel to it. Like even that, the cry, I think she's just doing octaves in there, right? But it's, I don't know, it's got this like quite bizarre, slightly off key. Obviously it's on purpose, but I like the vibe for it. It's kind of, I don't know, it feels diseased, funnily enough. Also the costume design on the, I don't know if it's her as well, but the person in the car, great costume. Okay. Oh. I like the way that that's layered up really nicely, actually. The backing vocals there's like, it's fairly quiet, but there's like a coming in the background at the same time. That synth is really kicked up, and the way that she's now just absolutely like going into her like high register, powerful voice. It's a really nice contrast to the like more low key, kind of like quite thinly layered verses. I think as pop music goes, this is so far about as good as it gets. She's got that rock like scream to her. I'm feel like I'm just putting it together. She's playing all of the characters, right? So she must be the driver too. I'm assuming that they're all her. Very observant. I really like it when she screams like that. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the video of her doing Moth into Flame with Metallica. I think it was at the Grammys. I'm not 100% sure. There was actually a huge botch in the live version. No one turned James Hetfield's mic on. So it was a bit of a cluster in the original, but they released the audio or the video from the sound demo, and it was awesome. I don't know, when she does that kind of growl, it really shows I think she is actually a fan of kind of rocky metal-y stuff. This is a very weird visual. I'm so confused. Oh, okay. That was really bizarre. I don't know. I was trying to figure out where that one sat in like the lore, because she was already, I don't know, she like kind of wandered over looking like she's in a kind of weird zombified trance, and then this bizarre witch doctor character was like, I'm going to drive you over now. Yeah, there it is. I really like the way the layering of the second half of this chorus comes through. The costume for this witch doctor character is so off the rails. Like everything from the like filled-in tooth, like to the sort of like it gives me Darth Vader, blown out with the helmet blown off vibes. I wonder what the brief was when they were looking at the designers, going, okay, what we want is a costume that is like a sort of weird, mangled, like gimp witch doctor type character. I don't know. It's inspired, to be honest. Ooh, that backing. Whatever that was, I'm not sure if it was another synth layer or a guitar or what it was, but that thing raising to a crescendo at the back there was nuts. Yeah, that freaking scream again. Stop for some dance. Oh, ooh, okay. I was right in guessing this video is going to be comparatively high budget. I mean, I know, to be fair, there's actually not been loads of locations, but just this shot on its own is very clever. It goes back to, like, defying our expectations, you know? Like, I did not expect those walls to start dancing. I thought she was going to do a scene where she ran through, then she started dancing. I was like, what's going on? And then the walls started moving. I don't know, it's genius. I think the direction of this video is extremely clever. I'm also quite impressed at how willing she's like is to not look glamorous. Like, I know there's a couple of scenes in this where she's not wearing loads of clothes, but even still, like, I don't think she's really very sexualized just across this, which is actually just such a refreshing breath of fresh air. Refreshing breath of fresh air. Yeah, I mean it. Like, that shot is crazy. I love the flounce in the walk as well. Okay, so that is definitely one of those things. I'm probably not going to go and listen to this, like, for myself. I was curious. I thought maybe I'd like it so much. Like, I probably would have done the Bruno Mars one. But, yeah, it's definitely still got that, like, pop twang to it, which is it's just not my general listening style, but I respect the shit out of pretty much everything about that song. I think the melody was well crafted. I think the backing was interesting. It didn't really feel like much other stuff I've heard. I mean, admittedly, I am very much not well versed in this particular subgenre or just genre, so if there's other stuff in this pop world that sounds like this, forgive me, let me know in the comments. But yeah, but to me, it sounded refreshingly unique compared to a lot of other poppy stuff I get sort of like side exposed to. So I really appreciated that aspect of it. I think it was a novel of her to really put forward like whatever narrative she was going for, and the crazy visuals and all the costumes and stuff. But it felt like almost selflessly pushed forward, because she was definitely not trying to sell herself as being like overtly sexualized or sexy. It was more about whatever the disease is she's singing about. It was crazy. Some of those costumes were nuts. The sets, well, I mean, some of it was just outside. I don't know. They're not overly ambitious, really, but they were very, very well executed. I like the way that the chorus really ramped up. You went from, like, a fairly minimal, quite synth-heavy, and then that rock growl that she gets in there when she's, like, really trying to kick it up a notch is fantastic. What I really want to hear is her doing, like, I don't know, some vocals more in line with the new Linkin Park stuff. Just like really hear her have a good crack at doing some metal stuff. In fact, I'm sure that there's probably like somewhere recorded apart from that Metallica one I was talking about. I'm sure there's got to be some other examples of her doing it. It just strikes me as something she likes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad to see her doing well. I know that she probably caught quite a lot of flack for Joker 2, which I don't think it was deserved. She was not the problem with that film. So I don't know. She is absolutely still at the top of this pop game, and it's crazy how long she's managed to maintain that one for, really. But yeah, no, I guess good for her. I'll probably continue to check out any more music videos she's got, just because I'm curious to see them. They're visually really, really interesting, and keep subverting those expectations. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what did you guys think? Is this up to like standard Gaga like scratch? Because I don't know, outside of the, like, you know, her famous 5 songs, what her normal sound is like. So maybe this is complete dog shit by her normal standards. I have no idea. So let me know in the comments. I'd be very curious to see how the general community accepts this particular song. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.